If you've ever watched professional tennis, you've definitely heard it. That loud, aggressive grunt every time a player hits the ball. Some people love it. Some people absolutely hate it. But why do tennis players grunt? And is it actually helping them? Or is it just annoying? Grunting in tennis didn't start yesterday. It goes all the way back to the 1980s. When players like Jimmy Connors and Monica Seles started making serious noise on the court. Seles in particular was famous for her double grunt, hitting two loud sounds on every single shot. Opponents complained, fans were divided, and the debate was born. But here's where it gets interesting. Science actually backs up the grunt. Studies have shown that grunting can increase the power of a shot by up to 5%. When you exhale forcefully while hitting, it engages your core muscles more effectively. Think of it like martial artists who shout when they break a board. The sound isn't just for show. It's a physical mechanism that generates real power. The timing is everything. A well-timed grunt synchronizes your breathing with your swing. Instead of holding your breath or breathing randomly, the grunt forces you to exhale exactly at the moment of contact. This creates better rhythm, better timing, and ultimately better shots. It's not accidental. It's trained. But there's a darker side to the grunt. Many opponents claim that loud grunting is a form of gamesmanship. Basically cheating in plain sight. The sound can mask the noise of the ball coming off the racket, which is a crucial clue that players use to judge the speed and spin of an incoming shot. When a grunt covers up that sound, the opponent loses valuable information. The controversy got so bad that in 2014, the WTA introduced a rule allowing umpires to penalize players for excessive grunting. But here's the thing. The rule is almost never enforced. Why? Because it's nearly impossible to define what counts as excessive. One person's grunt is another person's natural breathing. And no umpire wants to be the one who penalizes a player for breathing too loud. Just how loud are these grunts? Maria Sharapova was recorded at 101 decibels. That's louder than a lawnmower, louder than a motorcycle, and roughly the same volume as a chainsaw. Imagine standing on a tennis court while someone fires up a chainsaw every 2 seconds. That's what her opponents were dealing with. Defenders of grunting say it's a natural part of the game. When you're exerting maximum physical effort, sounds come out. Weightlifters grunt. Sprinters grunt. Nobody tells a powerlifter to be quiet when they're squatting 500 pounds. So why should tennis players be treated differently? It's a sport that demands explosive power. And explosive power makes noise. And it's not just the pros. Studies of recreational players show that even amateur tennis players naturally start making sounds when they hit harder. It's not something they decide to do. It just happens. The harder you swing, the more air you push out, and the more likely a sound is to escape. The grunt might actually be the most honest reaction in all of tennis. There's also a psychological element. Grunting can serve as an intimidation tactic. Whether intentional or not, a loud, aggressive grunt sends a message to your opponent that you're hitting with full force. It can create doubt, disrupt concentration, and make the other player feel like they're under constant assault. In a sport that's as mental as tennis, that matters. So will grunting ever be removed from tennis? Probably not. The science supports it. The players depend on it. And the rules are too vague to enforce. It's here to stay. Love it or hate it. The grunt is part of the game. And honestly, the debate itself is part of what makes tennis so fun to talk about. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think grunting is cheating or just part of the sport? Drop your take in the comments below. If you learned something new, Hit subscribe and like this video so you never miss another tennis story. And tell me, what's the craziest grunt you've ever heard on a tennis court? I read every single comment.